The grip I like to use when we're in the gi here is 4 fingers up like this. If I go here, sometimes you can reach my hand and pull it up, like pull it up, yeah, like this, and it's gonna be trouble. And you kind of, if he leans forward, I'm gonna go down on my face and onto my shoulder like that. Okay. When I go 4 fingers facing the ceiling like this, this grip is very hard to break. He goes to grab, yeah, it's very difficult to break this grip. Okay. Now from here, it's very similar to the toes. This is gonna take a little bit more power because it's not as good leverage. From here, I'm trying to sit him down to his hip, pulling it in like that. Now I'm keeping the pressure forward. I'm circling my outside foot in here, and I'm driving him down. Okay, like that. Once we're here, we're farming. I like. Okay. So let's just do those 2 sweeps first. Coming up to base, you can get the toes. Go for the toes if you can't. 4 fingers at the pants, like this, facing upwards, and just drive forward. Okay? Just bulldoze them over. Circle your outside leg out.
You're actually holding it.
Pen.
Yes, yeah, 4 fingers in. Like that. And get your partner to try to break the grip. It's hard, really difficult to do. All right, give it a shot. Hold it. Go for the sweep. We're just gonna go right for the back. This one's gonna be set up the same as before. How I'm going for forward pressure, and they're kind of pushing back into me like this. Okay. So I'm gonna kind of go with the flow here. As he's pushing me, I'm gonna go in the direction he's pushing me like that. So I'm pushing, and I'm moving like that. What I do is I turn my palm to the sky like this. Turn it all the way up, and I'm just going to limp arm from here. Remember we did the limp arm from the near side underhook to finish side control? It's the same movement here. So I'm pushing, I'm going to limp arm like this, pull my arm out, and I'm coming around to the hip. Hip, block the arm like so here. Okay? Now, if you're playing with leg locks, you do have to be careful because with my leg right here, he can roll through for a knee bar. Okay? Like this. Like that. Okay? So if you're playing with leg locks, that's something you have to be aware of. When you come up, so if I go here, I need to like pummel this leg out, or I just have to be ready for the roll and kind of like anticipate as he goes through the roll. I can like smash, I can cut through. There's lots of different counters, but no one's here brown belt yet, but it's something to be aware of. Okay, so that's the first one. It's the limp arm. Right here, I'm going to turn my palm down, and I move away, pulling through to the hip, and I'm like this, right? Right away, what I can do is I call up to my knee, insert my knee here, start attacking the back. So the next one, what I'm going to do is the position going to be inside like this, and I'm trying to go through. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to put my arm up a little high. So instead of being low, I'm going to go up to his trap, like this, okay? I go up to the trap, and I have my hand posted. From here, I'm going to actually let go of the legs for a moment. Okay? So I'm going to let go of the legs. I'm going to start to keep the wizard please, if you can. This does put some pressure on your opponent's shoulder, so they may not be able to hold it. As you go for this, they may not be able to hold, but a lot of people will. I don't know if you're going to be able to. So if you can, I'll get someone else to do it. Try to stay tight if you can. So from here, I'm going to release the leg. I'm going to start putting like my abdomen onto the lower back as I go to the far side, like this. Okay, from here I'm looking for my far side hook. Okay, like a twister hook here. I get in deep, now here. From here I can just simply kind of walk them back, and we're kind of in this truck position. I can begin to attack the back. Here. Let's roll my points like that. Okay. So basically, I'm releasing the leg. I put my hand up for base here, and this hand's going to come up to the trap. I'm looking for that forward hook. Now you just knock people down.
Nice.
Look for the truck. Sometimes when you knock people down, you can't get the truck, and they kind of sit down. And you take this far side control, and you're same position before, and you whip arm out. So let's do both of those one time. Okay. Yeah. With his shoulder like that, Professor, is that not a submission because his arm's all the way back here?
It could. Like, I wouldn't say it's a submission, but it's to make his shoulder very uncomfortable, like a Kimura. Like, it's not like, I wouldn't say you're gonna break the guy's shoulder unless there's something wrong with it. They're very, very tight, but you're gonna feel shoulder pressure. Sometimes you'll feel as you go for it, people don't like it, and they just take their arm out and then you take their back.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Okay, let's give it a shot.
Puss.